Live from downtown Bakersfield, 23 ABC News starts now.
A man is dead following a late-night shooting in southwest Bakersfield. What police know about the suspects this morning.
And a suspect's been identified in a shooting from earlier in the week. We'll let you know who police are looking for.
Good morning and thanks for joining us for 23 ABC News at 6 a.m. on this Thursday. I'm Danielle Kernkamp.
I'm Mike Hart. Glad you're here. Let's bring in CHP Officer Robert Rodriguez and get a first look at what's happening out on our roadways. Robert.
Thank you very much, Mike. Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Hope you're having a great morning. Right now, we do have one incident, and that's going to be on the south end of Kern County, southbound Highway 99 at Copus Road. Again, two big rigs were involved in a major injury crash last night, and we are still in the cleanup stages here. So the number 3 lane, the slow lane, is blocked, and it will be blocked for a little bit longer. So just be careful if you're out that way this morning. If you do plan on traveling your way out of town, right now, so far, so good. Your major routes are all open, and it looks like traffic here through the greater Bakersfield area looking pretty good this time of the morning. That's my look at traffic. Elena, we'll send it to you.
All right, thank you, Robert. And here's my look at weather. With that system hugging the coastline, it continues to slide further and further south. But you see that tropical moisture still wrapping up, impacting the southern portion of Kern County. Now, all of Kern County has a chance for thunderstorms today. Here in Bakersfield, though, about 30%. Fraser Park, about 60%. The further south you go, the better it is, as that system continues to be just out of reach, but still packing a powerful punch. Just not as powerful as Tuesday. What a wild day that was. 30s and 40s up into the mountains, some 50s here in Bakersfield, Arvin, and over on the west side. So it's a calm morning with temperatures above average now and later. Those low 70s come with great air quality, which we love. A little more sunshine, which is nice after a rainy couple days, but it also feels a bit humid out there. More on your futurecast for today's thunderstorm chances coming up.
The coronavirus having a major impact on the world of sports and elsewhere. Leagues canceling games, college conferences announcing they'll be limiting attendance. Take a look at this list. This is from Brian D. Fisher, who is a writer. In chronological order, he has a timeline of the announcements that were made yesterday, just in one day. Beginning with College Football Hall of Fame Class of 2020 announced the CBI tournament was canceled. It starts off then with Golden State Warrior closing the games to home fans, and then it keeps going throughout the day. From all over the world, different things that are popping up, all the way leading up to Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson announcing that they have the coronavirus, testing positive down in Australia. Rudy Gobert with the NBA testing positive. Then the NBA season suspended at 9:31 Eastern time last night. And then right afterwards, if you happen to be watching, the Pelicans-Kings game before it started. It was supposed to be the last game that would be played before the NBA suspended its season, and they canceled the game as people were still walking around there. So this, a huge list. What we're going to see today, it could be even more. Let's bring in 23 ABC's Matt Lively, who has a look at the local impact.
Welcome into 23 ABC Sports. I'm Matt Lively. The CSUB women's basketball team was prepared to play in their first game in the WAC tournament last night against GCU, but it was postponed until this morning at 9:30. WAC Commissioner Jeff Hurd confirmed to 23 ABC that a person affiliated with one of the schools was taken to a local hospital to be tested for coronavirus.
It has to be played. We've had early morning practices, so we've been prepared for that. We've done those before. So it's something that when the ball goes up, hey, you got to bring it. So I think we'll be prepared to do that. The game plan doesn't change. The other team is going to take the floor just as well as we will, so we got to play.
As you hear there, they are prepared to play. Should be noted the women haven't practiced since 8 a.m. on Tuesday morning before they left for Vegas. The WAC will discuss possible decisions this morning. Meanwhile, the CIF is also meeting this morning. Will determine the outcome of the basketball state championship tournament. East High and Bakersfield Christian are slated to play in that tournament this weekend. East High advanced to the finals by defeating Madison High on Tuesday night 56-42 and are scheduled to play Friday. The BCHS boys upset Palisades that same night, and they're supposed to play on Saturday. The Eagles head coach believes his team deserves a chance to play and hopes for basketball's sake that potential empty stadiums don't deflate the game.
I just think it takes all the energy right out of every player, out of all the coaches, out of everything. I mean, that's what teams play for. You play to play in March Madness. You grow up, you watch those games, and that's what you play for. That's why you play the game. You know, I coach the game, I play the game for games like that and for games that we're about to play. So it's a terrible situation, and hopefully they can get it fixed soon.
Brown just wants a shot to play Saturday. Again, that will be up to the CIF. We know that the East High girls are excited for their potential matchup.
I never imagined for this to happen, but once we started winning, once we won Valley, I realized that we can actually accomplish something.
Everybody stepped over us for so many years. Everybody always thought we weren't gonna make it this far, and it's now we're proving them wrong. Like I said, thank you for doubting us, because we're gonna make it, and we did make it.
Friday game is scheduled against number 2 Branson. It was also announced last night that the NBA has suspended its season. During the league's hiatus, it will determine its next steps. The league announced that the suspension shortly after the OKC Thunder and Utah Jazz game was postponed and fans were asked to leave the arena. It was then confirmed that Jazz player Rudy Gobert tested positive for coronavirus. Now, at least 5 NBA teams have been told to quarantine. Dallas owner Mark Cuban cannot believe the news.
This is something out of a movie, and you just don't expect it to happen in real life, but that's the randomness of the world we live in. And so it's stunning, but we are where we are, and we have to be smart in how we respond.
While the NBA has suspended their season, other leagues are determining their future as well. The NCAA announced yesterday that basketball postseason tournament, otherwise known as March Madness, will be closed to fans, and only essential staff and limited family will be allowed to watch. That's it for sports this morning. I'm Matt Lively. Have a great day, everyone.
As Matt mentioned, this is having a direct impact on the Cal State Bakersfield women's basketball team. The Runners had their game postponed in Vegas, and they're scheduled to play this morning. We spoke with head coach Greg McCall about the impact.
One of those things where it's a domino effect, and so with everything that's happening, that's why it's not odd right now, because everything is happening so fast, and so it hit us. Sometimes you just don't expect it to hit you. You think that you're left out and of all this madness that's going on, but it hit right here at home, and so we're prepared for it, and I have great bosses behind me, and so they keeping me calm and keeping me informed on what's going on. So again, it's just for the safety of all of our players, and so that's what they're announcing, and that's what Jeff Hurd announced, and so it's just for the safety of everybody.
We also caught up with CSUB Athletic Director Ziggy Siegfried about the impact of the coronavirus.
All conferences are having to evaluate what they should do. You have the NBA canceling games, you have the NCAA tournament with no fans, and it is related to the coronavirus. And when we say medical reasons, that's the reason. The precautions that go into effect to make sure that everyone's healthy and safe.
The CSUB women's basketball team was set to play yesterday, but they'll now be playing at 9:30 this morning. We'll keep you updated if anything changes.
Police are looking for 2 suspects following a shooting overnight that left 1 man dead in southwest Bakersfield. BPD got reports of the shooting on White Gate Avenue last night, and when they got there, they found a man in the roadway who was taken to a local hospital where he later died. Police have only said that 2 suspects were seen leaving the area heading southbound. That's all the information they have. If you saw anything, they're asking you to give them a call, 327-7111.
And police have identified a suspect in a shooting we told you about yesterday on Brendage Lane and H Street. According to BPD, police are looking for the man you see on your screen, Andrew Nehemiah Barraza. Police say the vehicle used in the incident is described as a black 2019 Hyundai Elantra with the license plate AY27U16. If you have any information on Barraza's location, call BPD at 327-7111.
The spread of the coronavirus continues to grow with more and more cases being reported. Now local health officials are making a declaration for Kern County. Public Health says that Supervisor Mike Maggart has declared a handshake-free Kern in order to protect your health and those around you. Public Health posting this video on social media, officials advising everyone to refrain from shaking hands. And Starbucks announcing some of the measures they are taking to avoid spreading the disease, which can include limited seating or only taking mobile app or drive-through orders. Starbucks says each store will be evaluated on a case-by-case basis.